The first thing I'd like to say is I've heard so much nonsense about the bedroom tax. Let's get it straight. You don't need to break up the United Kingdom to get rid of the bedroom tax. You only have to vote UKIP. Well, I was horrified that we were kept out of the Better Together campaign. They thought they could do without us. But the real reason they thought they could do without us, or they'd rather do without us, is because we point to the five-pointed stag in the Cayley, which is basically the European Union. Now, Mr. Salmond is not offering independence, separation or whatever. He's not offering independence for Scotland. He is offering one simple thing, the European Union. He's offering rule from Brussels, and he's offering financial rule from Frankfurt. And to do that, he must accept the highly dodgy euro, which has bankrupted Spain, bankrupted Italy, bankrupted Greece, and is going to bankrupt the entire European Union before very long. He also blathers, oh, they can share the pound. Well, you can't share the pound. You can't have the Bank of England, which would then, England would then be a foreign country if you had independence. You cannot have them then having responsibility for Mr. Salmond's irresponsible promises to Scotland to put a Ferrari in every drive, a chicken in every pot, a haggis in every oven, all of which are completely and utterly unaffordable. He's going to have a whopping great deficit. We all know it. No matter how he puts it, that's what's going to happen. That huge tome, Alex's big book, well, quite frankly, it's a lot of blather and rubbish. And quite frankly, it's been cooked up by civil servants to the recipe of the SNP. And it's most certainly not going to be doing Scotland any good if we follow it. I've talked to Herr Junkers at the EDD meeting. He made it very, very clear that Scotland would not be allowed to join immediately the European Union. And then the following day, in his speech, his inaugural speech as president, he said that any country will not be allowed to join the European Union for 5 years. That means we don't get in till after Turkey. So quite frankly, Mr. Salmond's got no hope there. So, and if he did get in the long run, he would be forced to accept the catastrophic euro. Another question that begs an answer is, what sort of Scotland does Salmond want? Well, we've had a bit of a taster of it, and it's not very nice. He wants to get rid of corroboration, an ancient Scottish protection in law, because it doesn't fit in with his new European buddies. He wants a unified police service, which he's just done, contrary to what Sir Robert Peel suggested, which basically is an authoritarian national gendarmerie whose head is appointed by the politician of the day, in this case McCaskill, known for his authoritarian and unpleasant anti-libertarian thoughts. So if you want to politicise police force, that's what we've now got in Scotland, before we have independence. Another little thing, Glock machine pistols. He's issuing the police with machine guns. What's he expecting? A Jacobite rising? Violent bunny rabbits, God knows why you need a machine gun denial. It absolutely defies any sort of logic. Then there's all other little things. Something that should make everybody fear, and something that people don't know about in England. And that is the Named Person Act, where every single child in Scotland has a named person watching what they're doing, watching their families. What sort of Scotland is that? This is worthy of the German democratic republic. And the start. Some might say that's a wee bit hysterical, but when you have a spy in every home, that is a serious issue. I went to a meeting organised, not related to UKIP, but I had some heart-rending stories from some women there who were deprived of their children and all sorts of other things. It was very upsetting. I found it deeply moving. And, you know, this authoritarian state where they're appointing a guardian for every child, who are they going to appoint? The former respectable, or allegedly respectable chairman of the Co-op, very popular bank in Scotland. The Methodist minister who put methadone back into Methodism. There is a fine, upstanding example of humanity. Who else might he put? Oh, there's always someone like, someone very, very upsetting. You all get very upset by the, put me on my strain. The late Jimmy Savile was almost considered a very, very, very outstanding individual. He's just the sort of chap you'd want to let loose on your children. Well, you know, I don't believe the state is the best arbiter of children in this country. I think it's parents and families. Salmons is always banging on about having more people in the country. Bring all the foreigners in. Unless, of course, you're English. Or, God help you, if you're Scottish, ever worked in London. Oh, that's beyond the pale. That's worse than being English. And then, of course, they don't get a vote. Any Scot who's born here does not get a vote in this referendum. But he's bringing in all these foreigners. He said, we're going to have foreigners in here so that our old people have someone to look after them and pay for them, because we have an aging population. We have an aging population in Scotland because our young people go abroad. Our young people flee the country. They don't want to be told by the government, you're ambitious, you want to make money, you're an evil person. You've got to become part of the Scottish state collective. UKIP want to get rid of all that nonsense. We want to get rid of the socialist mess that's been scaring off young Scottish people for years and generations. We want a capitalist Scotland of Adam Smith, Andrew Carnegie, not the nonsense we have now. Let's make Scotland great. Let's make it capitalist. Well, you don't have to wait for the 19th to see what's going to happen if there's a yes vote. Standard Life, getting rid of all their staff, 5,000 jobs going. All the banks are now, it's just relabeling. Well, no, it's not relabeling. They're all getting out. Because there's going to be no currency. The man has no idea about economics. He may have worked for a bank, but then again, so did Fred the Shred. Salmon and Fred the Shred have a lot in common. So, if you got money in the Scottish bank, be nervous. Be very nervous. What's going to happen the 19th? Well, I can think you all guess. All the bank managers, directors, whatever, have been saying what's going to be happening. And after that, what's next? Freedom in Scotland, businesses here, threatened by Alex Salmond, barhead travel, dare to say anything against the government, you've had it, they're on your case. Is this the sort of free Scotland we want to live in? No. I certainly don't, and I don't think many other people will. And another thing, he's going to have a very big hole in these tax credits, because if 50% of people, just say it's 50, 58, 45, 51, whatever, just around the 50% mark, let's say it's just that. How's he going to raise his taxes? What's to stop people buying a council house in one of the depressed areas in the north of England and registering there as their business and their home? I know it's just a holiday home up here in Scotland. Suddenly overnight, his tax revenues drop 50%. Where is he going to find the money then? That's what I'd like to know. Where then? And furthermore, England, let's be fair to our English friends. I don't regard England as the bête noire, the thing that's caused everything bad in Scotland. A lot of it's been caused by our own governments up here. And a lot of it's been caused by governments that have been elected by Scots, Labour governments, like Callaghan's and Wilson's and dare I say, Tony Blair's, have ruined this country. And when Salmon bangs on about, oh, well, you know, there won't be any wars, we won't have any Tony Blair's wars, it was Scots that put Tony Blair in number 10. So we can't escape the blame for that. So let's get realistic about this. Let's make sure that we get everybody out to vote against Scottish separation. We must keep the United Kingdom united. And we also must have a discussion, which UKIP are the only party who are interested in this, a discussion about rebalancing the United Kingdom constitution. England must be told, just be ignored. Oh, we want this, Scots want this, you want that. We must be fair with each other. We need some sort of constitutional discussion about this. And I hope the United Kingdom sticks together. We have created wonderful things together. We have given liberal democracy to the world. We have given inventions to the world, medicines to the world. And there's more to come. So let's keep the island story, again, continuing. Let's keep Scotland in the Union. Thank you.